Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily News Podcast. Today we're touching on a deeply personal topic that's rarely given the spotlight in the media: how to support a parent who's grieving the loss of a child. It's a subject that requires sensitivity, patience, and a few practical pointers. We'll walk you through the key points from the New York Times article, How to Show Up for Someone Who's Grieving the Loss of a Child, and offer a few takeaways you can apply right now. Let's dive in. The piece opens with the author's own conversation with Susie Shaw, who the Times calls bereavement mom. Shaw is a parent who's lost a child and also a chronic survivor of grief. In that meeting, the writer was nervous, didn't want to say the wrong thing or pry too deeply. That's a familiar scenario for many of us when we're unsure how to help a family member or friend who's dealing with a parent's loss. One of the first takeaways is the importance of simple presence. The article stresses that showing up is often more powerful than offering platitudes, or you'll get over it in time. Just being there, listening, and letting them steer the conversation can have a tremendous comforting effect. It's also vital to avoid the common cliches of time heals all wounds. Grief is a process that happens on its own timeline, and each parent's journey is unique. The Times goes on to outline a very practical checklist for supporters. First, ask if they need anything, whether it's groceries, a ride to a doctor's appointment, or simply a meal. Second, follow through. A promise to call or to drop off a casserole at the end of the week is a great way to show you care and can't always gawkily show up. Third, don't assume they're ready to talk about the child. The dialogue can be postponed until they bring it up, or they might just want someone to fill the silence. Another key piece of advice is groundwork for the talking support. If the grieving parent wants to talk about their shock, what they see, what they're feeling, that's fine. But for those who prefer not to dwell, you can shift the conversation to their own future and what they are currently able to bring into their life. The article encourages mentioning what you've noticed is working, like a new book, a pet, or an online support group. An often overlooked angle is the role of the broader community: friends, family, coworkers, even neighbors. Cultivate a network that spreads out the weight. That means telling others you're out to help and letting them step in too. The Times notes that communal grief support can ease the isolation that many grieving parents experience. You might wonder how to handle moments when the parent is angry or upset. The article suggests an active listening style: nod, use short affirmations, and let them exhaust themselves. Even if you feel like you want to joke or lighten the mood, it's best to stay quiet until they have processed that anger. Check in with them periodically, even if they are calm, because grief can reappear in strange places. Finally, the article emphasizes honoring the child's memory. That could be something as simple as putting a photo on a table or lighting a candle on a special night. Or it could be bigger, setting up a scholarship or a donation in the child's name. The type of memorial you choose should come from the grieving parent, not a preconceived agenda. The Times encourages making the conversation about how to honor the child in a way that the parent feels is true. Those are the major points highlighted by the New York Times article. To recap quickly: show up, stay present, avoid platitudes, offer concrete help, respect the grieving parent's pace, listen actively, involve the extended community, and, when appropriate, help create a meaningful tribute. Grief is an uncharted territory, but with empathy and patience, you can be a steady lighthouse for those navigating that dark tide. Thanks for listening, and remember, no apology is needed for the weight you carry. If you found this helpful, feel free to share with someone who might benefit. Until next time, take care and keep supporting each other.